Welcome back to the workshop. So we're finally here, the last part of the Crazy Frank Fender before heading off to paint and before the seat goes off for upholstery. You're not going to see this until those things come back. This week we've got some welding to go on the inside for the inner struts, which I'm going to make a little adjustment to so that we can run the electrical through this little hole here and along the inside of the rail with some little clips similar to a stock Harley Fender. And I've also got a time lapse of my friend Jake and I heating and welding the lower trim on. So that's a bit of fun. Hope everyone's had a great week, and hopefully a few of you went up to Mildura to go see that chopper show and are gonna be able to recover quick enough to go to Chopped this weekend. So we'll see you there. Let's get into this. Let's have some fun. So this is what I was talking about with modifying the inner struts to have tabs to run the electrical cables behind. So these little 1.6mm metal tabs that I've just cut out really quickly and bent over in the vise, those will get welded along the rail here like that. As the wiring comes through the top of the fender and sits against this, you can bend these down forward. They'll capture the wiring behind it. But the cool thing about the original design from other Fenders is they have this pressed steel piece on them that has this lip so that you can come in here with a screwdriver or whatever specialty tool and pop them out and reset them like that. Whereas if they're just flat, you've kind of got a lot of fender and stuff in the way. So it's a cool little feature, I thought, just to sort of hook in from the underside where you don't have a lot of clearance to play with. So those will get welded along that section, you can imagine that, and then bent over once the wiring's in there. So I'm just dealing with the other side of the welds. They sort of ripples the backside because it's obviously quite thin. So what I'm just doing is I'm going through and filling those really low temperature with silicon bronze. And this is sort of by the time you grind it down, that's sort of what it looks like. Alright gang, there we have it. All the fab is completely done. Get the seat pan on there. So the cool thing, I think, is I switched up my thinking a little bit, and on the back here, I'm going to put Velcro to this, and the back of the seat pan is going to be carpeted. So that should, because it sits in the little valley, go straight into that Velcro and hold that. The side-to-side motion isn't going to be there. That's got the O-ring little connection there. Should be solid. The other thing I did based on my buddy Jake's suggestion is I welded studs into this license plate bracket here, so that once this is all molded back here in that little section, we're not going to have to worry or fuss about with bolts and nuts on the back end. So that can be completely smoothed in. They're just 1/4 inch stainless bolts into the stainless plate, and we'll just put, you know, like an acorn nut or something on the outside to keep it nice and clean, and you won't ever have to worry about your license plate bolts rattling out. So that should be pretty cool. So that's it. The end of the Crazy Frank series for now, until we get it all back from paint and Sissy Bar back from chrome. Thank you very much for following along with all the videos. It took a little bit longer than I initially had expected, but sometimes these things just go that way. Some of these videos have gotten over 1,000 views, which is just crazy to me. And hopefully I can continue to make videos going forward that are as entertaining. So if you have any suggestions, as always, feel free to leave them below. Another cool thing we've got going on this week is our embroidered hats just came in. Now I've done these before, but I haven't had them in the green, and a lot of people had missed out because I'd only done a short run. So if you're keen, they're on the website now. The link is in the description below. We'll see you next week for another video. Thanks so much again. We'll see you soon.